Okay, I literally cannot believe this. Can we please process this mess together? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Paul from Steffy Fans, and I'm officially short-circuiting right now. Might delete this later, but I seriously can't stay silent about this anymore. Please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. I am running on 0 sleep, 3 energy drinks, and pure, unfiltered rage. It is literally 3 a.m. The blue light from my monitor is burning my retinas. And I just hit record because my brain is absolutely melting out of my ears. Look, I have been writing for the show for a decade. I have defended these characters through the most unhinged, logic-defying plot lines imaginable. But suddenly, the writers have decided to just detonate the entire foundation of the Forrester-Logan dynamic. And I am basically spiraling into a dimension of pure psychic damage. Unbelievable, guys. What's going on here? The truth is, we all knew the tension between Steffy and Hope was reaching a boiling point. We saw the spoilers, we knew Katie was trying to poach Hope for Logan, and we knew Steffy was losing her patience. But the truth, the absolute unfiltered reality of what just went down, Steffy didn't just let Hope resign. She didn't just let her walk away to Katie's new fashion house. No. Steffy ruthlessly, viciously, and publicly fired Hope from Forrester Creations. Basically, she went full nuclear, and honestly, it is the most catastrophic miscalculation I have ever witnessed on this show. Listen, I am a Steffy stan. It is literally the name of my brand. But honestly, I have to call it like I see it. And right now, Steffy is single-handedly testing my sanity. She let her blind. Venomous hatred for Hope completely override her business sense and her basic human decency. Look, firing Hope wasn't about the line. It wasn't about hope for the future failing or the buyers getting confused. It was pure, unadulterated, personal vengeance. Suddenly, Steffy transformed from a powerful, level-headed co-CEO into this unhinged dictator who just wanted to see her rival bleed out on the boardroom floor. And honestly, it was a major flex in the moment, but the fallout is going to destroy her. Because basically, Liam Spencer just woke up from a 10-year coma. I know, wait, why are we like this? Am I actually praising Liam right now? Whoa. I've really gone off chasing butterflies into another dimension where Liam is the hero. Bringing the signal back, let's stick to the script. But seriously, Liam didn't just sit back and watch his wife get humiliated. Suddenly, he absolutely lost his mind. He looked at Steffy's ruthless behavior. He looked at this toxic radioactive wasteland of a rivalry. And he realized something terrifying. He realized that Steffy's blind hatred is creating an incredibly toxic psychological environment for their daughter Kelly. And honestly, he is not wrong. I hate to admit it, I really do. But I am contradicting myself here because Steffy's my queen, but also Steffy is acting like a complete monster right now. How can she be a stable mother to Kelly when she is spending 24/7 plotting the absolute destruction of Kelly's stepmother? Basically, Liam saw the writing on the wall. He saw that Steffy is so deeply obsessed with personal revenge that she no longer has the mental clarity or the emotional bandwidth to properly care for their daughter. So what does Liam do? He drops the biggest, most lore-shattering bombshell of the decade. He filed for full custody of Kelly. I am screaming. I am literally vibrating with anxiety. He wants full custody. This is a total game changer. This isn't just a threat. He actually marched down to his lawyers and filed the paperwork to rip Kelly out of the Cliff House. Look, we have seen custody battles before, but this one hits different. This is Liam weaponizing Steffy's own professional hubris against her in a court of law. He is basically arguing that a woman who would ruthlessly destroy her family's company just to settle a petty high school grudge is mentally unfit to raise a child. And if you think Liam is fighting this war alone, you are painfully mistaken. Enter Brooke Logan Forrester. Oh my god, Brooke. Listen, Brooke has been waiting for this exact moment for decades. She has been waiting for Steffy to slip up to show her true colors, and suddenly, Steffy just handed her the murder weapon on a silver platter. Brooke is completely backing Liam in this custody lawsuit. She is throwing the entire weight of the Logan family behind him. And honestly, it is a brilliant, terrifying strategy. Brooke isn't just offering moral support. No, she is bringing receipts. Basically, Brooke has been compiling evidence of Steffy losing complete control at the office. We are talking security footage of Steffy screaming HR reports of her unhinged rants, emails where she sounds completely detached from reality. Brooke is taking all of this corporate evidence and handing it over to Liam's legal team to prove that Steffy is psychologically compromised. It is a lethal crunch of a power move. Brooke is low-key my obsession right now. even though I am supposed to be a Steffy fan. Wait, no, I hate Brooke for doing this to Steffy. But honestly, I respect the hustle I don't even know anymore. My brain is just a chaotic feedback loop of transcendent hype and absolute narrative betrayal. Look, let's talk about Steffi's reaction when she got served with these custody papers. The absolute soul-crushing devastation. Suddenly, the titanium armor that Steffy Forrester Finnegan has worn for. Her entire life just shattered into a million jagged pieces. She was standing there in her massive, beautiful office, the undisputed queen of Forrester Creations, having just vanquished her ultimate rival. She thought she had won. She thought she had finally asserted her dominance. And then basically, a process server hands her a manila envelope that tells her she is about to lose the only thing in the world that actually matters to her. Honestly, the psychological fallout of this realization is going to be the most compelling television we have seen in years. Steffi is Bang Wong. She's completely and utterly stunned. She realizes in this horrifying moment of clarity that her failure to manage her own emotions, her inability to let go of this toxic rivalry, has directly jeopardized her relationship with her most beloved daughter. She traded Kelly for a hollow victory over hope. It is tragic, it is Shakespearean. It is basically the exact downfall that Carter Walton warned her about, but she was too arrogant to listen. And where is Ridge in all of this? Ridge Forrester, the great patriarch, the man who always fixes everything. He is completely, utterly helpless. Look, Ridge can bully a buyer, he can manipulate a fashion show, but he cannot manipulate a family court judge who is looking at irrefutable video evidence of his daughter acting like a deranged maniac. Ridge is standing on the sidelines watching his family absolutely implode, and he has zero power to stop it. The courts do not care about the Forrester legacy. They do not care about haute couture. They care about the psychological well-being of a child, and right now, the Logans are painting Steffi as a clear and present danger to that well-being. Listen, we need to deep dive into the history here, because this didn't just happen in a vacuum. This entire catastrophic sequence of events was triggered by Katie Logan trying to expand her fashion house. Donna warned Katie. Donna literally went to Katie's office and said, "If you poach Hope, you will destroy our family." And Katie ignored her. Katie's ambition set the match, but Steffi poured the gasoline. Steffi could have just let Hope walk. She could have taken the high road, but her ego wouldn't allow it. Basically, Steffi had to make a spectacle out of it. She had to fire Hope to prove a point. And in doing so, she gave Liam the exact ammunition he needed to launch this custody war. Honestly, Liam's argument is devastatingly logical. He is looking at the environment Steffi has created. He sees Steffi plotting revenge, obsessing over the Logans, letting her anger consume her every waking thought. How is that a safe space for a little girl? How can Kelly grow up healthy when her mother is perpetually vibrating with hatred for Kelly's half-sibling's mother? It is a toxic, radioactive mess. And Liam, for the first time in his miserable waffle boy existence, is actually taking a definitive stand to protect his kid from this psychological warfare. I am pacing around my room right now. I literally cannot process the magnitude of this shift. We are talking about a total realignment of the show's power dynamics. If Liam wins full custody, Steffi loses her anchor. She loses her primary identity as a mother. And Brooke will have essentially orchestrated the ultimate revenge for every single time Stephanie Forrester or Steffi ever looked down on the Logans. This is generational warfare, and Kelly is the ultimate prize. Look, I know some people are going to say Liam is overreacting. They are going to say he is just being manipulated by Brooke, and honestly, maybe he is. Maybe Brooke saw an opportunity to break Steffi and use Liam's paternal instincts to execute her master plan. Whoa, I've really gone off chasing butterflies into a conspiracy theory dimension where Brooke is an evil mastermind, bringing the signal back. Let's stick to the script. Even if Brooke is manipulating him, the evidence she provided is real. Steffi DID lose control. Steffi DID fire. Hope ruthlessly. Steffi DID create this toxic environment. She handed them the sword they are using to execute her. Suddenly, every single interaction Steffi has had over the past few months looks like a massive red flag. Her exasperation with Hope, her refusal to compromise her dismissal of Carter's warnings. It all paints a picture of a woman who is deeply unstable and driven entirely by spite. And the fact that Ridge is powerless, that is the cherry on top of this miserable Sunday. Ridge has always been Steffi's ultimate protector, but he can't protect her from her own actions. He can't walk into a courtroom and charm a judge into ignoring video evidence of his daughter having a meltdown, Basically, we are watching the total deconstruction of Steffy Forrester. She pushed too hard. She wanted to break hope, but instead, she broke her own life. And as a legacy stan, it hurts. It physically hurts to watch her do this to herself. But as a consumer of premium high-octane soap drama, I am absolutely feral for this storyline. This is the kind of raw, unfiltered narrative betrayal that keeps us glued to the screen. Listen, if Hope officially moves to Logan after this, the Forrester-Logan war is going to escalate to a level we haven't seen since the 90s. But it won't just be about dresses and runways anymore. It will be about blood. It will be about custody. It will be about who gets to raise the next generation. Liam has basically declared martial law on the Forrester family, and Steffy is completely isolated. She thought she was the apex predator, but suddenly she is the prey. I don't know how she comes back from this, honestly, I really don't. The psychological damage of realizing that your own blind hatred cost you your child, that is the kind of trauma that changes a character forever. Steffi's gonna have to look in the mirror and realize that she's the villain of her own story. She's the reason Kelly might be taken away. Not Hope, not Brooke, not Liam, Steffy. Alright, I need to wrap this up before the sun comes up and I completely lose my grip on reality. Basically, if this is the most insane, game-changing twist B&B has pulled in a decade, I am going to be obsessively refreshing the spoiler boards for the next 48 hours because I need to know how this custody hearing plays out. Let me know in the comments if you are as completely destroyed by this as I am. Please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you haven't, and pray for Steffi's sanity because honestly she is going to need it. Paul out.